Alrighty, today we're checking out Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr. So before we continue, I'd like to say if you enjoy the video, go ahead and click that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. It would really help us out over here. So before I really get into the game, I just want to say very simply that you need to have an account. It's important that you have the account because if you don't, you can't play the game. So it's very easy to make that account. You put in an email, you put in your password, you receive an email, you click the verification link within that email, and then you're on your way. So it is a very simple process. Unfortunately, it took me about 3 to 4 tries before I actually received that email. But once I received that email, it was simplistic. It was no problems at all whatsoever. So really, this was a minor inconvenience. Initially, I was pretty frustrated about it because I really didn't care about any of the multiplayer or the online aspect of the game, but it is the nature of the game. That's the way it's made. And I bring any of this up because some of you may not want to play this game simply because you want that single player experience. But in this game, you have to always be online, whether you're playing alone or whether you're playing with a group of people, regardless to what you're doing. You have to be online. So keep that in mind. So now on to the game. Let's just get to the game, right? I'm playing this on an Xbox One S, and I have to say that the graphics are nice. I'm actually happy with these graphics. They obviously are better, say, on a Series X or something of that nature, but they decent. They decent. I have no problems with them whatsoever. The only thing that I do have a problem with, really, this is nitpicking, and I really don't have a problem with it. I shouldn't say that I have a problem, but some of you may. And that is, in any kind of game, when you smash a box, you smash a crate, you break something, there's an animation, right? There may be pieces of wood that fly, maybe a chain or a lock that flies, or metal, whatever it may be within that animation. Well, in this particular game, when you go ahead to smash crates, boxes, shelves, or whatever it is, there's really no animation. The item just kind of fades out of the scene. It doesn't really explode or nothing happens. It just fades away. For me, this is not a game breaker. For me, this did not take away from the game at all. But for some of you, once again, it may take away from the immersion. For me, it's a little bit nitpicky, but for some of you, it may be a big deal. So that's another small thing that you should know about. Now, it seems like this game now in 2021 really has plenty of content to play through. It's nice. You don't get bored. I will say that the base game is going to take you around 20 to 35 hours, depending on how you play it, of course. Then after the base game, you get to go on and do all the side missions. You get to do all the anything that's extra within the game, and then they have downloadable content as well. So there's a lot of content for you to go ahead and sink your teeth into. Essentially, something that I like about this game is that you don't have to do all of the campaign missions before you do the side missions. In fact, doing those side missions will help you to level up to go ahead and tackle those campaign missions. So it's really nice. For me, this extends the fun of the game, and for some of you, this may extend the fun of the game as well. Now, of course, as you move forward through the side missions are going to be one of the things. Some of them are hit and miss, right? Some of them are real short. Some of them don't give you much. You don't get much. But for the most part, they are going to help keep you entertained, and they are going to help level your character up. Now, excuse me. The game was released, what, I think 2017 or 2018. Now here I am in 2021 giving it a shot, playing it. Now, the game feels fresh. I have to admit, I'm on an Xbox One S, and the game still feels fresh. It still feels very fun. Of course, for me, it is brand new. I've never played it before, never touched it. I've only seen a couple of videos of it here and there and never really paid too much attention. Another interesting thing for you is for those of you who care at least, the game has 2 to 4 player co-op. I'm on an Xbox. I have yet to see anybody online. You are capable of having co-op. I think you're able. I think you're capable of having co-op with on the same machine. I'm not sure. I haven't paid that much attention because, like I said, I'm not really into the co-op. It's cool, but I'm not into it for this particular game. Now, your character is known as an inquisitor, right? So you get to choose from 3 different classes. One of 3 classes. One is a crusader, one is called a psyker, and one is called an assassin. Each one of these classes are going to have different abilities, right? So no matter which inquisitor you choose, you get to utilize an expertise. like an ability. They call it an expertise for your character, right? And your expertise abilities are based upon the class that you choose, of course. Now, the game has an expansion known as the Prophecy. This adds a new character to those three characters, and along with that, it adds another campaign, I should say. This will also increase the game time. For some of you, it may or may not excite you whatsoever. Um, Really, I want to say that this game has thoroughly entertained me all the way through. I haven't covered any of the extreme details of anything here, but that's for you to find out as you play, just like I did. But so to sum it up, I should say Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr, right? It has plenty of content to keep a gamer busy and entertained, especially while we're waiting for the next gen to bring us some more games, to bring us some more material. And I don't know what this game was like at launch, but if you are an action RPG fan and you like sci-fi and you're interested in playing something right now, whether you have a next gen system or you're still playing on an Xbox One or a PS4, whether you're on PC, don't let this game slip past your radar, because although it may have been a mess at launch, right now, early 2021, it's really a fun game. Remember, have fun.